All right, so this is part 2 of 3. All right, here are the rules for the challenge. So the first rule is it must be uploaded by midnight or the challenge is over, and that's it, really. I mean, so this really could go for like one day. Like, I really could just film New Year's and then the challenge will be over, like, because I forget the next day. So we're gonna try. This is experimental, but I gotta get it in every day. Get it in. All right. And then one part B, must state the date and the time in the film. Location is optional, but not recommended for commonsensical reasons. Just don't do it. Number 2 is the film can be of anyone, anywhere, and anything. It shouldn't all be done of the same thing or in the same place, though. You gotta mix it up. Mix it up, Buttercup. Hey! Rule number 3. The film doesn't have to be happy. Like, it can actually be, whatever. Happy, sad, weird, angry. It's gonna just show an array of emotions. That being said, though, it shouldn't be a vent on my life, right? I shouldn't just be like throwing the chair across the room and like swearing and saying how horrible life is, If that's like happening for 365 days, people may question my sanity. I may question my sanity. I shouldn't be venting basically out to the screen. Something cool and different and really trying to capture life at different moments, and when you look back on that, you're like, oh yeah, I remember that day. A time capsule, really, of a year through video. Number 4. Basically, the one who is solely participating, in this case it'd be me, unless somebody else decides that this is a cool project and does it too. You cool, boo. But yeah, so I have to be the one filming. If I'm not filming, I either have to be in the film at some point or my voice has to be in the film. I have to be present while it's being filmed. So I have to be somewhere by the filming action because it's supposed to be or stay in my perspective, or it doesn't count. Number 5 is you can have friends and others in the clips. So if I had a friend, they could start it and then I can join in later or what have you. Dogs, pets, animals, all God's creatures can be included. All right, number 6, rule number 6 of 15. We got this, guys. All right, so the film should be no longer than 3 minutes. Shooting for like 1 minute to keep up with that kind of phenomenon of like Vine and these other apps and kind of shorter videos, plus that idea of a moment. But, knowing me, I'm very long-winded. Obviously, you guys are witnessing this now. I'll be lucky if I get 5 minutes. I'm really gonna try for 1, though. I'm gonna try. All you can do. Number 7, for privacy and safety reasons, even though we live in crazy times anyways, don't get too personal in any of the clips. Just probably not a good idea. I mean, when you start like trying to say things like your social security number, it's like you don't do that, right? Don't do that. Like, just use your common sense. What would you do in the street? What would you do, going to I don't know, another country or another place? Like, just be smart about what you're saying to the world, to the whole world. Okay. Number 8, be respectful. We want to be respectful of the human race and all animals. Let's try not to swear, use appropriate TV language, especially where I'm from, where that's like kind of a second language, which is kind of a bad thing to say, but it's true. I mean, people swear here like, truckers, like sailors. So we want to try to keep swearing to a minimum. We want to be respectful of people and their views and their beliefs and who they are. Absolutely. Just in general, you should be like that anyways. I mean, that shouldn't even be a rule, but I mean, just in case, to say. Number 9, going along with number 8. So really just getting personal consent from people, especially when it's more personalized. That's just another way to respect and give integrity to the project. Number 10, if you find something more interesting later on before midnight, but already posted your clip for the day, you can swap out clips. Rule number 11 is you cannot have multiple clips. So that goes along with 10, and that should have probably been 10, like reversed, but it's okay. So you can't have more than one clip a day. And if I get it down to a minute for each clip, that's like 4 hours total for the entire project. Seriously, I mean, that's pretty cool that it would just take 4 hours for an entire year. That's pretty crazy. You can combine things. So let's say in the morning I decided to film myself getting up out of bed. So that's like my clip for the day. But I stopped filming and I didn't upload it, and it was only a minute long, or like we'll say 25 seconds. I could decide to make pancakes, you know, and I thought that was cool, and I can add that in to the existing clip and edit it and upload it. As long as it's one upload for that day. There's exceptions that are allowed. So for instance, let's just say in the morning I make pancakes, right? Like, all right, I'm gonna use this for my clip, it's awesome. And then like later in the day, I see a pig flying. Like, that is incredible. You can't mentally prepare yourself for a pig flying, you know, by your kitchen. Like, I didn't wake up knowing that a pig was gonna be there, like with wings, like flying around. That's fucking awesome. Fucking A. So if something like that happens, then of course I'll make an exception. It's not every day you see a flying pig. So, but yeah, so those kind of things are exceptions, but trying to kind of keep it to one post. So it shouldn't be like, oh my gosh, but this one thing was really cool, so I'm just gonna do it today, and then like every day becomes 2 clips. No, it should just be like 1 clip per day, unless something extraordinary like pigs flying happens, then 2. Let's see. Number 12. Let's just keep things classy. This goes along with the privacy rules. Let's keep it classy, right? Just nothing else has to be said there. Just classy. Just be classy. Number 13. This goes along with that as well. So similar to number 7, do not expose anyone else's information. So friends, family, etc. If friends or work or such things are talked about, you should be broad and keep it short. Especially for companies, you definitely should get that approval that you're filming at all. And if you're going to mention anything about your job, write commonsensical, keep it broad, or just don't say it, or keep it short. Just integrity and privacy purposes. Let's see, number 14. No matter what happens, this is my favorite rule, actually. Get ready for this. Okay, so no matter what happens, once you start filming, you have to keep going. So if I decide to film myself brushing my teeth in the morning, I can't just like be like, oh, but actually like mid-brush, be like, I actually don't want to do this anymore. Like, I have to keep going because I made that decision. So now I have to film myself brushing my teeth. And that's my clip for the day. Unless, of course, I do a combination. I can't talk today. Oh my gosh, this is awful. I'm not doing any outtakes, guys. This is it. This is the real deal. So, enjoy my stupidity. All right, number 15. All right, so this is the last rule, guys. Da da da, you made it! Okay, well, almost. All right, so have fun! That's a rule, guys. I didn't think of anything else, so I decided to make having fun a rule. Don't take it too seriously, is basically kind of what I'm trying to tell myself here, or anyone who decides to do this challenge. Don't get aggressive, right? This is just supposed to be really fun and something new. So don't get too crazy. Don't take it too personal if like it only lasts a day and you like die. Hopefully not literally, because that'd be awful. But also just in this challenge, like that's really what I was going for with that, you know, specifically. So if you just like happen to fail this challenge, don't get like angry about it, you know. It's not a big deal. It's just something that was supposed to be fun and cool. But if we can make it till 2019, that's gonna be sick. So, all right, those are my rules, guys. You made it if you watched the whole thing. If you didn't, it's not a big deal. This is just kind of like, it's like the guidelines, like when you get a new iPod, right? We'll just say that. Like, they give you the instruction manual to look at. Like, I can guarantee you at least 50% of the people just toss that to the side, take out the iPod, and then just start fiddling with it and looking online for different, like, questions to be answered if there's something they need to, you know, learn, like how to turn it on, you know, like, if you can't figure that out, maybe you should ask somebody, or maybe you should just, you know, I don't know. But yeah, so people just kind of ignore the instruction manual, unfortunately, half the time, even, you know, not all the time, obviously, because you need to for some things and such, but it's kind of like that. This is just the guidelines to have, so, you know, I can say, oh, well, we told you so, and the instructions, like, oh, I told myself, and this, you know, these rules, this is how it goes. So yeah, but you survived. Okay, it's over. I'm gonna just do the last part, and then introductions over.